Look, I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna invite y'all to see the difference between suffering and struggling. Um, my opinion, struggling is something you choose to put yourself through. When you put yourself through this, you know it is something that you can go through, and there's purpose at the finish line. There is a finish line. I mean, you're not going to put yourself through something, and everybody has been in a position to put themselves through something. Fear normally puts the majority in this position to say, well, I have a chance of failing a number of other things, so I'm not going to try it or waste my time. Psychologically, come up with excuses to avoid whatever something is at that point that can make you better. Can't nobody say, in my opinion, that there's things out there that can't make you be better at what you're doing at life because you are aware of these things and you may avoid them because you are afraid to fail or a number of other things that would keep you from succeeding in that area. Now, for the minority that chooses to say, oh, what the hell, and go for it, there is no perfect way to explain this, but you go through it, you're going to take one step forward and two steps back because it's a creation beyond the extension of yourself. Meaning that you finna move forward into the unknown or something that you feel in your heart desire that you can be proud of. And doing so, you got to understand there's going to be setbacks, and you should expect those because it, like any artist that is very passionate about their craft, you're not going to like one small detail and you'll be just like them, balling up that sheet and starting all over. But this is the struggle to create your masterpiece, your dream, your goals in life. Your dreams and goals in life, ain't nobody ahead of you to say that this is how you go about it. That's not them. That's you. And when you're going through a struggle, it's a creation, a manifestation of what is expected to the ideal image of what you see yourself doing. Now, as you learn in this realm of path of lifestyle, you become more educated on how you want to become more of your character to fit that profile. But this is how I speak when it comes to this type of scenario because I'm serious with mine. But then there's the other group, and these are the people who suffer. These are the ones who has no choice but in their mind but to go through life with a 9 to 5, live check to check, maybe worse than that, living on a situation where they feel like there's no hope to get out of, or they need somebody to come save them out of the situation. Now, I don't know if the shoe fit, and I'm not trying to point fingers. This is not about that. This is just understanding the difference. And the difference, in my opinion, is a person who can get up every day and say, I'm out here grinding, but they're the ones who are going through a struggle. They know that it's not going to last long. There's a finish line, no matter how hard it may be to become what they're going to become. In the end, for better or worse, change is certain, and it's going to be a dominant effect. It's not going to be something that can keep going after the fact because you see the beginning, you see the end, and you know you just don't know what's in between. For somebody who's suffering, saying they out there grinding every day, they're a survivor. There are those that are survivors, but then there are those who are not survivors. And either way it go, both are suffering because years to come from now, that's all you're going to be doing. And some might have valid reasons for doing it that way. I don't know it all, but what I do know is there is a difference between suffering and struggling. If you choose to go and do something with your life that's out of the content of who you currently are, naturally you're gonna find something about yourself you see to not be just. That doesn't mean you're not completely a good person or a bad person. This is not how you look at it if you're a person that's going to go through a struggle. This is a person who sees that they can be more than what they are, not saying that what they are is bad. So a person who's suffering is not taking the time to look at themselves as a good or bad person like the person that's struggling. These are the type of people who, I don't know, they speak a lot on volumes of what other people are doing and justify what they're doing based off of those people. And if you just happen to be doing better than some people that you know, you might keep yourself around these people to make yourself feel better. My circle is small for a lot of reasons. I got a lot of friends though, just don't speak to them that much. But my dreams are coming true. I choose to work at night and bust my butt to take care of things that happen in the day. And when I'm up in the day, because I have to be up at a lot of times, you can't just sleep. My body is forced to struggle in that limelight. At first, it was to make extra gains, but now it is to complete the process of going to the next step and what I'm doing with my life. And so far, I've been very successful at that. And I'm just sharing with everybody and saying this: if you realize that you got a choice, before you make that choice, you need to choose whether it's going to be for a struggle, for suffering. You don't want to spend 2017, and I'm so serious, rolling into 2018, and there's no added value to something. Whatever that added value is supposed to go to is supposed to make you better at reaching something, whatever that may be. A person who's suffering will never realize or see that. They'll see the things that they can use for other people to help them get by. They'll see income tax or a number of other values that depicts on what things happen through religion or any other process that can keep them from looking themselves in the mirror and making these choices to do those things because they are afraid.